Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Gothitropolis Baraeth Timekeeper action figure set by Four Horsemen Studios. This casual peek is a request by fellow YouTuber and good friend Ninefires. Hang loose there. Now Baraeth was first released around 2008, but I did not get the set until 2011 when I saw Baraeth and two other Timekeepers on sale at the Four Horsemen Studios web store called Store Horsemen, and they were selling a special of 3 Timekeepers for $20. Now taking a look at this particular Timekeeper, you can see he is red in color, and he does come with his chrono hammer there, which is actually kind of cool. And over here on the side we have some credit information for the folks responsible for creating the Timekeepers. On the back here we have Baraeth wielding his chrono hammer, and we have here on the side a picture of Scarabus, of which the Timekeepers served. And it does say coming soon, but as of the shooting of this video, Scarabus is actually now available for sale. So we'll be right back and have Baraeth here out of the package. Okay, we're back and we have Baraeth here out of the package, and this is a neat little figure. If not a little frail or delicate, but still loads of detail on this guy, and it's just really neat. And we'll go ahead and take a look at this figure set. First up, we'll take a look at the items that come with the figure. First up, we have here, well, this is really just the liner inside the packaging, but I wanted to show it off because I thought it was kind of neat. On the video screen it shows up as a bluish color, but it's actually more purplish, and I thought it would be neat to use as a backdrop, and it's kind of just made of cardboard really, but it's just a nice design on there, and thought that was pretty cool. Next up, we'll take a look at the chrono hammer, and in the package it comes in 2 pieces. You have the handle here and the actual, I guess, mallet portion of the chrono hammer, and it's basically an hourglass, and it's actually very cool. You can see this the hourglass is made of a translucent plastic, and for Baraeth it's colored green on there. It's actually kind of cool, and you can see some of the sculpting details. You can see that's bone, sculpted bone. It's actually pretty cool. And you can see a scarab on there. It's got this bronze-like finish on there. Pretty neat. Now, to put the handle on, you really just gotta peg it into the peg hole, and it's a bit thick on the peg itself, so you have to be very careful. And I've seen some vids about this being very brittle. So you really have to push it in very carefully on there, and I usually just tend to twist and push at the same time on there, and to get it into place. You can hear the creaking of the plastic there. But once you get it in there, it's okay, and it's a nice chrono hammer for Baraeth to wield on there. Now, taking a look at Baraeth here, it's actually a very cool little figure, and you can see right away just the attention to detail that the Four Horsemen have put into this figure. It's very neat, and you can see the details of the skull-like face there. And Baraeth here has wings that are bat-like, or ears that are bat-like wings. The other 2 Timekeepers are unique in their ears and the sculpt of the ears, but they do share basically the same body, other than the ears and the little ankle tips there. It's basically the same figure, just painted differently on there. And Baraeth is painted a very rust color red, and you can see he's got some nice evil looking eyes there, painted gold. And you can see this mantle here, which is sits loosely on the figure, also painted accents in gold and a flat black plastic there. It's actually kind of neat. And you can see the skirt here is made of a very stiff plastic on there, and his wing tips here just fell off. And let me just get that back into place there. And that's one of the things about this figure. It just looks very frail, and looks like you could easily break this figure because of the very spindly little arms and legs, and that's because, you know, it's a skeleton on there. So I tend to be overly careful with this figure here, but it's still really nicely detailed on there. Just lots of detail, very cool on there. And look at the back of the figure here, and he's got this piece of armor that's actually a separate piece on here that you can take off. It's around the waist on there. It's kind of cool. And like I said, this mantle piece can actually be removed easily, and then just by removing the head on there and taking that off, you can see that the head sits on a ball joint on here. And it's a very cool figure. Now, some of the shortcomings of the figure is really just the sensitive nature of the figure here, and the articulation. It's got some neat points of articulation, but also a lack of articulation in certain points. And we'll go over the articulation first. As you saw, the head is on a ball joint, and allows the head to go all the way around. Allows the oops, let me put the ball joint back in. It allows the head to go up and down, side to side, a variety of poses, which is kind of neat. The jaw is on a hinge joint, so you can actually move the jaw up and down to get a variety of poses there. Variety of menacing poses. So that's kind of neat. The arms are on a, I guess a pin, not a pin joint, but just pegged in type of joint. Allows the arms to move around slightly in and out, not too much on there. There is no articulation at the elbows. I think it's because of the chrono hammer here to support the weight of the chrono hammer. And the hands can go all the way around on a swivel joint, and they actually are removable, quite easy to remove. You can just pull it right off. You can see it's just a simple peg on there, so it's easy to remove the hands in and out on there. This figure does have a torso joint that allows you to move the torso up and down, which is kind of neat. And it does have a waist joint that can go all the way around, which is pretty nice as well. There is no articulation at the legs, at the hip, knee, or ankle. That's one major shortcoming on here. And as you saw, the little ankle wing tips here tend to fall out quite easily on there, but you can actually pose those little wings up and down. Whoops, see, it just comes off rather easily. You can actually pose it swinging it up and down on here. It's a pretty neat figure. But before I end this video, I just want to also mention that if you get any of the Scarabus sets or the variant Scarabus sets, it does come with a set of accessories, bonus accessories, that actually fit the Timekeepers rather well. Let me just bring out one of the variant Scarabus sets here. And behind the packaging here are 3 pieces of accessories that can be used on the Timekeepers, which is kind of neat. And These three pieces are here: a helmet, a spear tip if you don't want to use the chrono hammer, and a mantle piece. So if you want to have a more warrior-like timekeeper instead of the a timekeeper that I guess opens and closes portals, and you just want more of a warrior type timekeeper, you can actually replace the mantle here. It's actually kind of cool. Pop the head back in, and just slip on the helmet there, and that's actually kind of neat. And you could actually take the chrono hammer mallet portion off the handle, and stick the spear tip on there for your timekeeper to wield a spear instead. So I thought that's actually kind of neat. Neat addition that they included that with the Scarabus sets on there. So this is my casual peek into the Baraeth Timekeeper, produced by the Four Horsemen Studios as part of the Gothitropolis line. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.